Hey guys, welcome to Lap 1 News, and today we are going to be talking about Red Bull Honda. So, their 2019 season was a very interesting one, I think. Mainly because Max Verstappen has been very strong this year, and Honda have been a lot better than we thought they would be, or at least certainly I thought they would be. Because I'm going to be honest, going into this season, I really thought Red Bull would struggle with that Honda engine and would be Renault. I did think Renault would be challenging them for top three, and that didn't happen. So, Max Verstappen, very, very strong this season. He has matured so much, or at least he appeared to have done for the first half of the season, and I was very impressed by that. Personally, I've been critical of Max Verstappen and his maturity, but this year it has taken a step up, which is really what Verstappen needs if he wants to fight for a world championship. But that being said, half of the garage was good. Max Verstappen's side of the garage was really good. At the beginning of the season, the other side of the garage, not so much. Pierre Gasly. Where do we start with Pierre Gasly? His pace never showed up. You can argue that's because the setup was Max's, but then he was using his own setups at the beginning and was still just as slow. And you could argue that the car didn't suit him like the Toro Rosso does. And you can probably make a case for that. That's probably a reason why. But there's also got to be an element of the pressure. He just didn't fulfill the expectations that was required of him. So, for the first half of the season, Verstappen did very well. He got, across the season, he got 3 wins. Germany, crazy race. Austria, where that was a strong race by him after a poor start. He made his way back up excellently. And lapped his teammate in Pierre Gasly. That was a poor race from Pierre Gasly there. And in Brazil, the last one, which was to be honest, it was a masterclass in terms of strategy and just capitalising on the shortcomings of Mercedes. And he got his pole position, his first pole position of his career in Hungary, which was excellent for him anyway. And yeah, so it was just a shame he couldn't convert that pole position to a race win. And then, after Hungary, even though it had been said in interviews by Helmut Marko that Gasly's seat was safe, well, why should we trust what Helmut Marko says? Let's be real, because as soon as the term ended, like the first half of the season finished, Gasly was gone, booted, and Albon was put in his place. That was an interesting move for me, to be honest. It could have been Kvyat. Some say it should have been Kvyat. But he's already shown what he can do in the Red Bull. And it was time for Alex Albon to show what he could do, despite it being his rookie season. And I think Albon did very well, considering it is his rookie season, and he was in the Red Bull. Spa, his first race, he was starting from the back. Okay, the first half of that race, he was making his way through the pack slowly, a lot slower than would have been expected of him. But as soon as he came into the pits, got some fresh tyres, he was overtake after overtake after overtake and finished in the top 6, which is really where the second Red Bull driver needs to be. He just needs to be ahead of the midfield. And that's all that could be expected from Red Bull of either Gasly or Albon, and Gasly didn't do that. But Albon did it in every race. He finished above the midfield, apart from Brazil. And Brazil, I'd argue, he was on for a podium, and that was robbed from him. So, Albon had a very impressive season. He was at tracks for the first time in his career, some of them. And okay, he was not matching Max Verstappen, but it's very hard to match Max Verstappen. So, all in all, I think you have to say it was a good season by Red Bull to finish third. If the second half of if the other half of the garage had been up there from the beginning, they very well could have finished second in the championship in the constructors, because Ferrari were imploding in on themselves, and it would have been the perfect time to capitalise. It's a shame they didn't. And yeah, I mean, Verstappen did very well to finish third in the constructors, and Albon was unlucky just to only finish 8th, because I don't think that makes it sound like his second half of the season was worse than it actually was. And yeah, it was just a very strong season from Red Bull, a very strong season from Honda. I think certainly better than I expected, as I said before. And how Red Bull's only challenge now is to give Max Verstappen a championship winning car. As soon as they can do that and keep him on board, then I think we're going to see a very good fight between Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes, possibly Charles Leclerc at Ferrari, and Verstappen at Red Bull. That would be a very, very tasty fight indeed. And I think it's best to leave that thought for the future as the last bit of the video. So, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe if you want to watch the next videos, which will be on McLaren in a few days' time. And if you didn't like it, tell me why in the comments below so I can keep on improving. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been John Whittaker from the Lap 1 News, and I'm out.